Hello everybody, it's me again. I'm here to do another video. This video is not going to be placed on the core website. This is a video just for YouTube subscribers. I decided to title this video Anger and Hatred, and I think it's something that people need to talk about because it's something that we're encouraged to suppress because we're trained to believe that these feelings are negative and we should never feel them. And somehow or another we end up suppressing them, and it ends up affecting our lives in other ways, whether that be something that we inflict pain on ourselves by maybe drug abuse, alcoholism, overeating, whatever. And I believe that hatred and anger are natural feelings. Now, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to retaliate. It doesn't mean that you should have what I call an active hatred, meaning that you're looking for ways to plan revenge. You're consumed with this anger, so now you want to do something to that other person. I believe that we should respect laws of this country. And do I believe that these feelings are natural? Absolutely. So it's something that should be acknowledged. We should acknowledge our hatred. We should acknowledge our anger and direct them in positive ways. And now, I am a TI. I am a targeted individual. I believe that I was entered into this system by family members who may have had ill intent, or maybe they were under the guise of being a caring, loving family member. Whatever the case is, I am in a situation where I have been barred from employment. And I am a hard, dedicated worker. I've been working in accounting for 18 years. I have always come to work on time. Now, mind you, when I was younger, I did have some issues. I was a younger girl. Sometimes I had problems with my car, and, I couldn't get to work on time. But since I got older, especially since I've have a child, or raised a child, I understand the importance of keeping a good reputation and making sure that you do your job, get to work on time, so on and so forth. So I am one of those people who's hardwired to get to work on time, and I make sure that nobody can ever put anything on me, meaning they can't say I didn't do my work, they can't say that I stopped the workflow, they can't say that I was destructive to the environment, they can't say that I caused a hostile environment. However, what I'm facing right now is I've been unemployed for a very long time, and I've been placed in a system where people feel it's their responsibility to choose what I do for a living. And this is very disturbing to me, because not only does it undermine my ability to choose my own job, it's a slap in the face by my family, and I also suspect my partner. I'm going to call him my partner because I suspect that our families have gotten our marriage annulled behind my back. Whatever. But anyway, we choose to stay together and whatever. I am not close to his family. Don't like his family. I've only met them a few times. They didn't treat me properly, so I just let them go. The last time I actually had any interaction with his family, which was his mother, who I believe is a crooked individual, and I will never like her in a million years. Anyway, that's a long story. Let's get back to anger and hatred. I'm veering off into a direction I need not go. So my feeling is that, even if it's a family member, even if it's a coworker, which there were coworkers who were involved in this as well, it is something that has to be acknowledged. And do I hate them? Yes. Do I have issues hating my family members? You better believe I do. It's a conflicting feeling that you have because, you remember them as people that you spent time with. You remember them with people that you thought cared about your general well-being. You never would have suspected them of sabotaging your life and putting you in a position where you can't find employment. And even worse, damaging your reputation for things that are frivolous and subjective. So, yes, I do feel anger, and I do feel hatred. I struggle feeling hatred towards my family, so I'm going to say that I feel intense anger. And at this point in my life, I feel as though it's better for me not to have any social interaction with them at all. I would like to have a relationship with my mother and my son. I can't separate those bonds. That's a maternal bond. Either way you look at it. I'm a mother and I'm also a daughter, so that's different, and I'm going to do the best I can to develop those relationships if I can. But I have to acknowledge what I'm feeling, and what I'm feeling is very real. I'm being put through the ringer just to have a job. And based off of what I understand from what people have been saying, a lot of the gossip and the rumors that have been circulating around my life, it's based on religion. And, you know, I wasn't raised in any particular faith. I mean, I do recall my family studying with Jehovah's Witnesses when I was younger. I myself took the initiative to study with Jehovah's Witnesses for several years growing up because I had an interest in religion. And this is a Christian issue. And, you know, I don't like to call these people Christians because they're not Christians. They are under the guise of Christianity. What they're doing is not scriptural. It is not something that is upstanding. It's actually something that God would not approve of himself. And that's another part that I find offensive. And the most painful part of it all is that you have these people who think that they're upright and they're upstanding by, you know, neglecting or refusing you employment. And they think it's funny. They think it's funny that they can put you in a situation where you may not even have a home. I don't even know what I'm going to do after my unemployment runs out. And I'm going to tell you, that's a very scary feeling. And knowing that my family is involved in that is foolish. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. When I think of this situation, it makes me angry because you know, I'm more than qualified to do my job. I can do my job and then some. And so I think a lot of it has to do with envy, people feeling jealous of my abilities to do a good job and doing it well. And the anger is that I see every day people getting jobs that don't deserve it. The very fact that I'm unemployed is because of people's inability and their incompetencies. They're not in any position to do their job correctly, because if they did, I wouldn't have been blacklisted in the first place. It is illegal in the state of California to blacklist employees, and